Hello everybody, welcome to the second to last day of the Advent calendars. This is pretty much a follow-up of the day 21 Advent calendar video where I painted an apple, and one apple at a Christmas tree is just not enough, right? So I'm going for some paper-mache orbs that you could put on Christmas trees, and I'm just tagging them or holding them down onto that styrofoam thing there, which just helps me coloring them and later on spraying them and not having my fingers colored more than the orbs, so to say. So I do have 8 of those, and I'm going for silver and gold, which means that 4 of them are going to have gold spray on it and 4 of them are going to have silver spray on them. That's why I'm separating the 2 batches here, just to not get confused and have mixed colors all over the place. So this is going to be a very simple and very quick thing to do, because who has time short before Christmas to do something else, right? So I'm just going for inks and spray and a couple of decorations later. You could go with acrylics or with other stuff as well. Papermaché is working very well with pretty much any other medium. So go ahead, go crazy, create your own orbs or ornaments for your Christmas tree. I'm going for the red fireberry ink here, and again, like every day, all of the supplies I use are in the description below, and high resolution photos and the list of supplies I use are also on my blog, so if you want to hop on over and take a look, go ahead, feel free. And I'm just covering like 40 to 50% of the orbs here, and some of them I cover with ink on the top, others on the bottom, because the rest of it will be covered with gold spray for the red ones, so I don't need to use ink underneath. The spray is so opaque and nothing will shine through. So once I have all of the red ones done, I'm just gonna let them sit on my desk for a bit and let everything dry. That color box ink that I'm using here dries fairly quickly, so it takes maybe like 2 minutes to be able to go on for the next step, and that's just the perfect time to go for the chalky inks here in very dark green and light green for the balls that will be covered with silver spray. And I'm going for this very dark sap green here on the bottom part. And I'm going for the second one also on the bottom. The other 2 orbs I'm going to use a lighter green there, so that, well, they have only a tiny difference in the end, and you can only see it if you really take a look, but they reflect light differently when you have your twinkle lights on your Christmas tree, and that's why I went for 2 colors. So I'm just going over the second set of orbs with the light green on the top part of those. And now I'm getting my silver color spray. No, first the gold one. I'm sorry, first the gold one, and I'm spraying the remaining parts of the orbs in the, well, color that I need them in. So the red ones I want to be gold. And actually hanging those orbs onto the styrofoam helps that they are not sticking to anything. Of course, I'm coloring my fingers as well, but it's very easy to remove any color with nail polish remover or other stuff like turpentine or whatever in a second. So you don't need much and your fingers are clean again. So now I'm going on to the green orbs, and I'm going to do the same thing with silver For the dark green ones, I'm going to the upper parts only and have a very smooth blending zone. The same goes for the light green ones. It takes a bit to let them dry, maybe an hour or something, just to be on the safe side. I usually let things like that dry overnight, or I use a blow dryer. So the next day, you see my fingers are clean. I'm going to decorate the orbs, and I'm having some silver stickers here, some star stickers from a set that I own, and I'm just going around with a black permanent marker and detail out things a bit more in order for the viewer to see the stars and the Christmas ornament while things hang on a tree or something. The silver reflects way more than the gold, I have to say, so you might have to work a bit more with shades if you draw or paint something on it, just as a tiny tip here. And again, like always, go to my blog to see any high resolution photos. I've taken a bunch of those, and to see the full list of supplies. I also have the list of supplies in the description box below, of course. So I'm not decorating all of the orbs, just 3 of them. The 4th one, I leave it as it is. And I'm basically going just for stars here. I did not have any other stickers, and if you're doing that like shortly before Christmas, you don't have tons of time to do any great artwork here, like painting on it. If you can, go for it. Paint something, draw something on it, maybe use stencils to do some creativity, some artwork on those orbs. If you can, do it, but I was going for the point where it's shortly before Christmas and you don't have time to go ahead. That's why I'm using mostly stickers here. I'm also using those metal stars, and I'm decorating those with super glue onto the orbs, on the ornaments. And I'm quite impatient with those things, so I'm taking this round of painter's tape to hold the ball in place to get the star dried off fairly quickly. Unfortunately out of frame, but it's the same thing to do. I'm also gluing down the other star, and I went for the valet notches. You can see it a bit there, the glue is reflecting. These are the only places that I glued the star onto, and this is solid metal star, so they weigh a bit, but the glue holds it. So that worked out fine, and I'm using my egg delivery carton to put down all of the Christmas ornaments in a way that they could sit there, and I'm going to let the glue dry without any problems there. So now for the red and gold ones, I put those orbs into the box right away because it's just easier when you work on stuff that something holds them in place. With rectangles or squares, it's way easier, but with orbs, well, not so much. So I'm just deciding now which ones I'm going to decorate and what am I going to do on which of those Christmas ornaments. So the first one here, I'm going to use a star sticker line. This is actually a whole sticker, that line that you just saw there. And it contains tiny, tiny bits of stars where you can see through, and I find that very, very pretty, I have to say. So I'm just going in spirals around the ornament, and in the middle of those 2 overlapping parts, I'm gluing down a big metal piece star there. This is not as heavy and as solid as the silver star that I used there. Silver star. Um, if you play lots of Waterdeep, you might know why I sang that right now. So it takes way less effort to glue the big star down. On the second orb there, I'm just gluing down or just putting down some Christmas tree stickers. And with that particular orb, I had the gold coming from the bottom, which almost looks like earth, or it could be like a snow bank or something where you can see the trees against the sky, red being the sky here. And that's why I chose that kind of orb and with that color pattern to have the Christmas trees down. The third one will be the lower one on the screen right now. And I was thinking about what to put down on that particular orb. Try the star first, and I didn't want to have two balls being the same. So I'm going in with my gold glitter pen here. And I'm just drawing down lines in a slightly curved way to maybe 40 to 50% down to the orb. And now I'm going with glitter gel, also in gold, and I'm just going all over those lines. And this gel makes it look like frosting on a cake. But once it's dry, it will be less bulky. It will the surface will be a bit smoother, so it will look more well, I don't know how to say that. The lines will stand out less, but it will be just the right amount. So that's that pretty much. I hope you enjoyed, and go create now, do your own Christmas tree ornaments, and I hope I see you tomorrow for the last day of the Advent calendar. Enjoy and have a very good time. Bye bye.